I got 2 hours of sleep.
Hello, and welcome back to the School That Never Sleeps. Today we're going to be talking about something we all know far too well, sleep deprivation.
Got 3 hours of sleep.
5 hours.
I got about 6 hours of sleep.
7.5 hours.
6 hours.
6 hours.
Anxiety issues are higher with kids who lose sleep. There's also corollary information to suggest that kids who don't get adequate sleep have issues with weight regulation. They start to break down in terms of social emotional relationships. What we're trying to do at SAS and as we go through life is promote balance. And if the cost for you is all of those emotional angst in order to achieve those grades, it's just not worth it. But you're going to learn, and I'm going to learn through pain. It's going to be the reason that we come to make these kinds of changes. The great thing about life is we learn through a myriad of ways. We learn through trial and error, we learn through observing, and we learn as a result of pain. It's the pain of the failure that causes us to realize that the cost is too much. If I can advocate for anything with kids around the sleep issue, is balance. Think about what you can do and what you should do versus the cost of that. And if you're getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep consistently because you have to do everything and you're still trying to be disciplined, you're just doing too much. So my advice to you as a high school kid, get that sleep. You've got to have it. You have to be disciplined enough to do that. And that's kind of how I bookend this whole conversation. What are you doing in order to say to yourself, I'm disciplined enough to say no to this device? And that device is that phone. Average kid spends 6 hours a day at SAS Plus on that phone. The primary sites that kids are going to, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Netflix, and Google. They're there the majority of the time. And I'm not harping on kids for doing that, but I am harping on them when they say, look, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, I have all these things going on, I can't get sleep. And we open up their phone and we look at screen time. And I'm not doing it to play gotcha. That's not the goal. It's not to trick them or make them feel bad, but it is to say, look, you have choices to make. As long as you feel a victim of life, you're not going to make progress in life. Because as long as a person feels like they're a victim of the world happening to them, then anything is justified, including their emotional dysregulation. But the point at which we can help a kid lovingly step into their learning, step into their choices, and realize they get to make them, that's when they start making some traction and start moving towards a healthier outcome. So the idea is, what do you need to own? Are you organized? Are you managing your time? Are you controlling your emotions? If you're doing those things, chances are you're a person who's getting sleep.